Hello everyone. Welcome to Monday Night Live with me, Danny Garola. Hold on just one moment. I have to go tell my husband to switch my daughter's TV over to a video really quick because otherwise I'm gonna lose you guys on this internet thing. Hello, Lois. How are you? So give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry, I'm back. It was screwing my internet up. It's not even letting me bring anything up that I won't be able to see comments come through on my computer. And let's be honest, I want to see your guys' comments. I like to see what you guys have to say to me. So, let's see. Did he turn it off yet? Oh, come on, thing. So, did you have a good weekend? I hope so. Mine was very uneventful. I kind of started doing this series over on my blog using those penguins from Penguin Place and then the penguin playmates from the designer series paper. Good, I got some happy mail today. Yay! I'm glad you got some happy mail. We all love happy mail, right? Oh, come on, thing. You gotta love and hate technology at the same time. I'm telling you, it's kind of a major love-hate relationship I have with technology and Facebook and the things, because sometimes it will work perfectly and I can bring it up no problem, and then other times like today it is just being a bear and is not letting me. Oh, there it is. I think I found it. Oh, there it is. Yep. Woo woo. Yes, I know it's from me. That's why I was saying it's always nice to receive happy mail. And yes, I am silly. I like that. It's what makes us smile, right? If we're not silly and we are so serious about things, how do we get through life, you know? I mean, it's crazy. I have to tell you this short little story here. My son told me about this thing that's going on through, I'm not sure if you're aware of the, oh, I guess I can't see if I take my glasses off, but I hate the glare that it does on my, my screen here. So, I'm sure you guys have all heard of the app or the, I think it's just an app, the thing, TikTok. So, if you've heard of TikTok, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and it is, there's this whole new trend going around, which is absolutely ridiculous. It is the most, I think TikTok should shut it down, but I don't run TikTok because if I did, it wouldn't be a thing. But their kids are doing this thing right now, and they are recording themselves doing it. They are stealing school property, and they record themselves, and then they put these videos on TikTok of what they are stealing. Well, there was this one that he showed me, and it was an actual full school bus that this kid or kids, I don't know how many of them there were, that did it. But now it's a competition between all these kids that they go to all these different schools, and all these kids are uploading these videos of them stealing things. And it just, oh, it infuriates me to no end, because I tell my son, I go, is that really a cool thing? You know, I mean, to steal school property? I said, you know, I'm a taxpayer, and that's pretty much stealing out of our pockets. And, you know, you want to have all the new things in life, and you want to have, you know, a great, you know, game system or whatever. okay, but if people are stealing money from us, how is that going to happen? So I had to put it in perspective where a, 16-year-old kid would understand, that I'm not being a bully. I'm not, dissing these people or whatever, but for the love of God, I mean, really, you think it's okay to videotape or like a Facebook Live, videoing yourself stealing school property? So, my son just called me right before I got on here, and he told me, he goes, oh my gosh, I have to tell you what happened. And I was like, oh Lord, what happened now? And he goes, so at school for my forensic science class, they have to keep their binders in the class because then the teacher can come by and grade the things as he chooses. Well, their notebooks got stolen today. So my son said, he goes, remember how I told you at the beginning of the year, I really had a big problem with leaving my notebook in the classroom because I was afraid of that happening. And then I wouldn't have, then we don't have work to show for it. Well, I mean, I don't mean this to come across the wrong way, but thank God it didn't just happen to my son, and it happened to like 10 other students in the class. So they knew it was this, it was kind of a huge steal. It wasn't just one person going after another student or whatever. So I just thought, oh my Lord. So I asked him, I said, so did the teacher now give you guys the option that you guys are allowed to keep your notebooks with you since, they can't be safe in the classroom anymore? And he said that the teacher said that they can take their notebooks with them. But he said, he goes, Mom, you know how heavy my backpack is already. He said, that's just one more thing I have to carry around with me now. And I said, well, you got to put it, think about it this way. What if he wasn't letting you keep it in the classroom anyways? You would have had to carry it from day one. So, you know what? You carry an extra spiral notebook. I said, they're not that heavy, you'll get over it. You're a big boy. So I just thought, oh my goodness, like these videos that he has showed me, and I tell him, I said, I don't want to watch them because it just makes me mad, and I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be mad about things. So I tell him, I said, I don't like TikTok. I don't want anything to do with it, because people have told me, with running your business, you need to have TikTok so you can share your stuff through TikTok. And I won't be affiliated with it because I see things like that and I don't understand how it's able to keep going on through this platform, this TikTok platform. And the fact that, why aren't these kids getting in trouble for this? Because obviously if there's a video of the things that they're stealing, and if they're uploading that video, it has their name, their tag name, or whatever it is. I mean, I don't know how, at least with Facebook, it is me. I am a legitimate person who made this, and I do get it that some of these people, and especially nowadays kids are pretty tech savvy, that they know how to create pages that aren't really them. But either way, I still think there should be accountability there, and it shouldn't be able to keep being posted, because now it's almost like, what do they call those things? Those challenges, like the ice bucket challenge. Remember when they were doing that a while ago, where they were dumping cold water on people, and then people would have to upload, and then they would say, tag, you're the next person, so you have to do that too. Okay, well, it's kind of that same thing, but you're destroying other people's property. That's what I have a problem with. If you want to dump something on yourself, or you want to do that Tide Pod challenge thing that they were doing a while ago, if you want to eat a Tide Pod, kudos to you. I mean, I don't see the sense in it. I think that's nasty, but I guess to each his own at that point. But who am I to say? Whatever. So I just thought it was so crazy that he had just started showing me these videos that were happening, and then he was telling me, then he calls me today to tell me that his notebook got stolen from school. And I thought, you tried to, kind of protect your kids, and you kind of try to put them in the bubble, and you don't want things to happen to them. But then in this nowadays world that we live in, and society that we live in, you can't really shelter them because they have to be able to live and be our next generation type stuff, right? So it was just crazy that it all just kind of happened at this same time him started showing me these videos, so whatever. All right, well, to get on with card making, because that's what we're here for, I'm so happy, Lois, that you got your happy mail. That is awesome. And you left a comment, so now you're entered again for, you know, this week's cards that we're making today. You will now be entered into the drawing for next week. All right, I guess I'm done chitter-chattering because I just went on my little rant there, but I mean, oh well. I'm human and you are my people, so you are who I talk to, right? But at least at the end of the day, we end our day with making cards and it's all good. Oh, speaking of cards, World Card Day is coming up. It is on October 8th. I believe it's October 8th. I'm pretty certain that's the day. But what a great time for all of us to get together, and especially with us being in the middle of this pandemic and all the things that are going on around us. Send a card to somebody. Even if you just make one card, take it to a nursing home, have them, you know, hand it to one of the nurses, whatever, and have them randomly pass it out to someone. You know, there's a bunch of ways of, you know, cheering up somebody else's, you know, brightening somebody else's day. And a card is a wonderful way of doing that. It really is. Hello, Jamie. So, you know, make a little cute card. It doesn't have to be anything, you know, fancy, whatever, just a little thank you in there. You can thank your receptionist at your doctor's office. You can thank a teacher. You can, you know, write a little card and give it to your mail carrier, you know, anybody. It's one of those things that us crafters and stampers and Stampin' Up in particular, they really like to promote this World Card Making Day, because it's one of those things that they like to hear about, that you either had like this big party and you invited a bunch of people and you made cards, and then you took all those cards and you donated them to maybe our troops, you know, anything like that, or you donate them to a fire station and then they hand them out when, you know, they need to, or when somebody donates stuff to them, then they have thank you cards to give to other people. Anything. There's so many, you know, people that you can give cards to and just brighten their day that the list could go on. So let's get you guys flipped around here, because I have a couple of things that I need to go over with you. All right, so hold on. Anybody who gets motion sickness, please shut your eyes and I'll let you know when to open them. Back so you're not staring at my keyboard. Move that light there for a minute so I'm not getting that horrible glare. All right, so we have a new paper pumpkin box out. This came in my I did an order the other day and my order just showed up today. It was supposed to be here on Saturday, but UPS doesn't deliver on Saturday, so I knew it wouldn't be here today. But they put this little brochure in by box, and so this is the one that just ended on the 11th or on the 10th. That was the Harvest, or Haunts and Harvest, I think it's what it was called. So that one's no longer available, but this one right here, if you guys are not subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, it is this box you're gonna want to get. It makes I have all the details right here, but I believe it makes 10 cards. So it comes with the stamp, it comes with your ink pad, it comes with your block that actually, I can show you one, I still even have it right here. It comes with your first subscription box comes with a, your block, your clear acrylic block. So you are set with being able to mount your stamps and use them. And like I said, it comes with a small ink pad. And then it comes with all your papers, all the cutouts, the decorations, all that you need to be able to make those 10 cards. Well, every last Thursday of the month, I always do a paper pumpkin alternatives Facebook Live. So that way I take some of the pieces from my kit and I do something different with you guys and kind of mix it up a little bit. I was trying to see if I had one up here that I could show you what I did. I don't think the cards are in here. Yeah, nope, they're not in there, so I can't show you that. So I do an alternatives with you. So if you get a kit and you're not really liking the cards or the projects that it makes, always pop in, either go to Pinterest and search Paper Pumpkin, pop in here the last Thursday of each month, and I will create that box and do some alternatives for you. Because then you might be like, oh, well, I actually do like this kit now because now I can do a scrapbook page, or now I can do a different fun fold that I don't have to just do what that box was telling me to do. So, this box is the one that you can currently subscribe to, is the Peaceful Christmas Paper Pumpkin Kit. Now, like I said, if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you want to get your Christmas cards made, this makes, what does it say? 10 cards, I believe. Includes enough elements to create 10 elegant Christmas cards and coordinating envelopes. So you don't only just make a card, you're going to make those matching envelopes, because you know how I'm big on matching envelopes to match our cards. Is your creative kickstart to Christmas card making? Arrives in an enchanting evergreen box and coordinates with that Peaceful Place sweet collection. So you guys have seen me use the paper and stuff from the Peaceful Place because I really love the silvers, and there it is. Okay, this is the Peaceful Place collection right here. So you've seen me do the cabins, unless you're new to watching me today, but you've seen me use this cabin, and that's the card that actually Lois just got, I believe. I believe that's the one that you got, was that one that opens 3 ways. Isn't that the one that you got from me? Anyways, so it coordinates with this. So you've got those beautiful silvers and whites and, you know, the grays and just these beautiful colors that are going to coordinate with this kit. So that's why they kind of tell you, so go ahead and, you know, order the stuff that you need from that kit, and then you can use it on the cards that you're going to be making with this. So it says, picture a peaceful Christmas with a Peaceful Christmas Paper Pumpkin Kit. With shimmering silver snow, heartwarming holiday wishes, and seasonal shades of ravishing red and gorgeous green, you'll be supplied with what you need to whip up a sparkling winter scene. Brew a cup of cocoa, snuggle up with a soft blanket, and prepare for a cozy craft night in. So I would say if any time you were going to subscribe to this, now is the time to start with this kit. Get some of those Christmas cards knocked out of the way for yourself, and you're good. And the shipping is included with the price. I think it's either $21 or $22 for the kit. But like I said, shipping is included. All you have to do is pay your tax on that. And then, so this is this kit right here, the Peaceful Christmas Kit, because this was the last one that is no longer available. And then I'm assuming this one must be so this one runs from September 11th through October 10th. So this one must be the October 11th through November 10th. My birthday. Woohoo. So that must be what this kit is here. So these are specialty kits that they're doing for the holidays here, because normally your box will always come in a, let me grab one of them down for you. Your kit will normally be, it's still cute the way it is. This one came with my starter kit. So, and that's another thing. When you join my team, you will get a free paper pumpkin with your starter kit. Just an FYI. So you will know what a paper pumpkin is before you want to subscribe to it. So normally your box is red with pink polka dots on it, which is still a super cute box. But every once in a while they design a box. Ooh, these are dusty. They were up on the top of my shelf. And living in Arizona doesn't help things when the dust is around. So this was one that they did. This was 2018. That was the Halloween one that they did. And then this was just the last month's, the Hope box. So just to kind of give you an idea of why these kits look different than your regular paper pumpkin kit. All right, Celebrations is in full swing. And I know you guys hear me say this and you probably think, Jesus, lady's a broken record. But I want you to be able to earn free product when you're buying the things that you love through Stampin' Up. So it is a great time to get those extra added things that you want to add on to making your Christmas cards. So you can earn free product with that. So every $50 or $100 increment, you can earn different things. Now, a lot of the things in our Celebrations brochure are $50 purchases. Like this one, the sheep, you can earn free with a $50. The dies you can earn with another $50. And I don't think there's really that many $100 ones. You have this die set that actually goes with a stamp set in our annual catalog. This one right here, you guys have seen me use that. That one's a $100 purchase to earn that one free. And then on top of that, it is an excellent time to join my team through September 30th. You will get a free bundle. So not only do you get to pick $125 worth of product out of any of our catalogs, out of the mini holiday catalog or the annual catalog, this one right here, you can pick $125 worth of product out of there and you only pay $99. They pay your shipping. Again, you just have to they just add your tax on there because they can't get away with not having you pay tax. So then once you get all your stuff completed, then you get to go in and you get to pick one of these extra bundles. So it's not just a stamp set. It's not just a die set. You get to pick the whole thing. It comes with the stamps and the dies, or like with the Peaceful Deer, it would come with a punch instead of the dies. So there's your cabin one right there too. You can, add that to your kit if you wanted to go that route. So the way that Celebrations works is once you achieve your $50 in product, say your ending total is 55 something. Now that's worth product without shipping and tax. You will then go over here to the little shopping cart. Always make sure that you are shopping with me, Danny Garola. So on all of my Facebook links, over on my blog, anything, you are going to see links that will take you straight into my store. Then once your amount is over $50, you're going to hit the little checkout button. It'll bring you to this screen. Again, it'll say that you are shopping with me. You're going to, as long as your order is under $150, you're going to add in my current host code right here where it says add host code under my name. Then you're going to hit that checkout. Then it's going to bring up a menu down here that's going to say your order qualified for a $50 free item, or it qualified for a $100 item, or if you're over $100, you can pick two of the $50 ones. You can choose what category you want to pick out of from the Celebrations. So just to show you what it kind of looks like. Then right now we also have a new kit in our kits collection. It is also a Christmas one. It is called the Whimsy Christmas. And again, it is a past paper pumpkin kit that was extremely popular, and now they have decided to sell it on our website until supplies last. Also, let me add, these celebration items are also while supplies last. So don't wait until September, 28th, 29th to place your order and then be totally bummed when you can't get, you know, one of these die sets or stamp sets Stampin' Up! Makes. So we should probably have those until this is over. But the DSP that we have in here, which the Penguin Place, and we're going to be playing with this beautifully penned tonight. We're going to be playing with the Peaceful Prince tonight. So you're probably going to want those after you see the cards that I'm going to show you. But just to let you know that these kits are now, you can purchase them, because typically when Paper Pumpkin, when one is gone, it's gone. You don't get to reorder, you don't get to purchase it. Every once in a while they will come up with a refill kit and then put it on our website. So then you could go in, and if you just look up kits, once you go into my store and you type in kits collection or just kits in the search bar, it'll bring up any of our past Paper Pumpkins that are on there, or they have put in the kits collection, or if there's any refills to the past Paper Pumpkins that were probably pretty popular. That's why they decided to do refills for them. Okay, and then that's that. All right, now it is time that all that stuff is out of the way. All of my mumbo jumbo business part of it. So if you have caught me live right now and you see that little red live button up there in that top corner, then welcome. You have caught me live, and you can leave me little comments down there, and I will try to look up as much as possible and answer any questions you may have. Also, that means, I think we're a little bit over 6 o'clock now, but 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time for me, and that's also Pacific Time right now. 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 8 o'clock Central, and 9 Eastern. So, like I said, my host code right now is right here. You can screenshot that if you need to. Otherwise, it's over on my blog, which is stampinthepinkbarn.blogspot.com. And you will find tomorrow, I will upload all the pictures, and I will download this video here to YouTube. Then you can go over and you can see how to redo all these cards that I'm going to make. You can rewind, fast forward, all the things to kind of fast forward me doing all this talking stuff and get right into making the cards. I also put all the ingredients, the recipes, all that kind of stuff, so you know exactly what you need to make each card. So also over there, you will find in each blog post, you're going to see my current blog posts. As they get older, you're going to see old host codes. I don't change them on all of my blogs or blog posts, because that would be crazy. But my current blog posts, you will see this is my current host code. And then on the right hand column, the very, I think it's the top or the second thing down, you'll also see this where you can copy and paste. So then you can just put it right over onto your checkout when you're done shopping. Alrighty. And then if you are watching this at a later time from YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button, and then even hit that little ding, that notification bell, and then you will know every time I upload a video. It will let you know right off bat that there is a new video posted. Ooh, there's these little gnat things. They're coming through my window back here because they can see that my light is on, and this light is extremely bright, and of course they have to be all up in the show too. Okay, so I told you we were going to be using some of those freebies in the celebrations. So let me show you the ones that we are going to be using. We're going to be using, what was that, Peaceful Prince. We're going to be using Cute Halloween. That one's not a celebrations, but we're still going to be using that. Okay, where is the one that I need? Oh, of course. Second to last. Isn't that the way it works? All right, so we are using this beautifully penned. This is in our celebrations catalog. You get, how many pieces of this do you get in a full? You get 12 pieces, and it's of each 3 designs, so you get 4 of each. Yep. So they're front and back, and they're all beautifully that monochromatic black and white and gray. I just love this paper. I haven't played with it enough, My mom has had this set for a while, so that's why I was like, I need to snag that set back from you because I need to play with the hand-penned petals. So we're going to be using this stamp set today. So let me get my card so I can make sure I copy what I'm doing because, you know, we have to have a visual, at least I do. Okay, we are going to be using a basic gray card base. This is just going to get folded right in half. Let me make sure I have my sides up here. I think I need to put my hair up because it is going to bug. Of course, living here in Tucson, Arizona, it is hotter than all Hades down here. And if I don't put my hair up while I'm stamping and doing the good things, you know, I start having hot flashes, and God only knows that is not fun. Okay, I am going to kick this other light on, which of course is going to make me even hotter because that heat, or that lamp kicks out a lot of heat, but it's necessary. Then I'm also going to be using today the layering circles dies. I'm going to be using, I believe it was this one. Maybe it was this one. Nope, that one's too big. Okay, it's got to be that one, and then I think I used this one. Jeez, I don't remember which ones I used now. There we go, those two. Okay, so I used these layered together when you cut them out. So let me get my scrap of white paper and cut that out. I didn't do that beforehand because I wanted to show you guys. So let me move this down here really quick. So I'm going to put my plates all together, lay my little circle there, try to keep it straight. Oh, I forgot winner, winner, chicken dinner. So Miss Patty Rutledge, you are the winner of last week's card. So pick one of the 3 cards that we made last week and let me know which card you like. Let me show you what we did last week. I know you popped in kind of late because you had a hard time finding me. All right, so there's the little white one that we need. So these are the cards that we made last week. Patty, if you're watching, I'm not sure, I don't know if I saw you pop in. Hello, Denise Brookins. Okay, so Patty, if you're watching, I know you pop in or try to. This is one of the cards that we made last week. This is that little easel standing card. Then I did this beautiful Blackberry Bliss with the, oh, what was that called? This was, yep, I've lost it. I don't remember what it's called, but the set that we used for that, Beauty, and then, and of course, this silver shimmery stuff that I had to display for you guys, it's another one of those celebrations items. And I used it again on here with that corkboard specialty paper that we have as well. So then there's that card also. Let me show you the inside of that one. So Patty, let me know which one of these cards. That one says I'm here for you. This one's more of like a sympathy or a kind of a sad card. This one's a happy birthday card. So Patty, let me know which one of those you want, and I will get that in the mail to you. Okay, so I cut that circle. All right, we need that. Then we're going to need a piece of, this is polished pink, and you guys obviously know Stampin' the Pink Barn. I'm all about pink. This has got to be probably one of my most favorite pink colors that we have, and this is one of our in colors. So we are going to run this through the die cutting machine, but we are going to be embossing this pink. So we need our specialty plate here. Okay, I am using the Painted Textures 3D embossing folder. So with the 3D embossing folder, I have to have the specialty plate. So I take everything off of here, lay that there, put my specialty plate on top, and then now I can run this through to get a good impression on that paper. And I'm sorry, I probably just got hello from Ohio. Woo woo! We have a veteran who lives with us right now. He is actually, I believe, he lived in Ohio for a while, and then I think he said that he lived in Michigan for a while. So he's from your part of the world. Oh shoot, I need that here a minute. I forgot, we still need to die cut one more little bit here. Okay, now look at the texture that you get off of that Painted Texture 3D embossing folder. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so that's that. Then we need a little scrap. I mean, mine's a big one, but you don't need this big. This is Mango Melody. Okay, and then I'm just gonna cut that. So for this one, I need all of my plates on there to cut that out. Oops, sorry guys, I didn't mean to bang you all around, but when you have limited space, you wind up hitting everything. Let me straighten you guys back out. Hold on just a second so I don't make you ill. There you go, sorry. Maybe I'll keep cutting over here so I don't have to do that to you guys. Okay, there's my Mango Melody piece. All right, let me get these plates out of the way and then we will start making this card. All right, so this piece here is, what did I say that was? The petal pink is 5 by 3 3/4. This whole piece was 8.5 by 5.5 folded in half, so that would make it 4 1/4. I don't know why my brain completely spaced it on telling you guys dimensions. And with the circles, it looks like I used the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th from the bottom up, or 3rd from the highest number, like going backwards. And then this one was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th also. So those coordinate together. All right, so we needed those two. Now those are going to get stuck together, but we're going to do a little bit of stamping on this one. So I need my hand-penned petals, and we are going to use this little one right here that says, feel better, friend. And we are going to do that in, not stays on, we need memento. And since this is photopolymer, I need to get my silicone or my piercing mat here, so I have some cushion underneath there, because since this is not a red rubber stamp, because our red rubber stamp already has a cushion behind it, so you get a better image with having something underneath to kind of take the cushion of your photopolymer stamps. And photopolymer is pretty much our clear stamps. So I'm just going to put this right down here in the bottom corner. Feel better, friend. Beautiful. Okay, and then I'm going to set that and kind of give that a few seconds to dry while we're doing the other stuff. Okay, then you need a piece of that beautifully penned designer series paper. You need a 3 by 3. I got ink on myself. Let's make sure I don't touch anything. A 3 by 3 piece of that, and that's the one that I chose for this card. And then this is 1.5 by 4 1/4. So it's going to be the full width of our card, right? Do you see where I'm going with this? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, love it. And the back side of that, what I love about this side is you can actually color in these flowers to make them whatever color you want to have them match your paper. Okay. Now I'm going to take this big floral piece here and we're going to stamp that on this piece here. If I can keep everything on here. I'm going to get rid of that little piece because I don't need it at the moment. And it's just going to get in my way. Okay, and since I'm going to be using, oh no, not on this one. Never mind. I have my stamp pad sitting right here. I thought I had to use Stampin' Blends on this one. So I was going to use my Memento, but I'm using it anyway, so I guess that doesn't even really matter. So just know what I was just saying is, if you're going to use your Stampin' Blends markers, you need to use your Memento ink. Otherwise, if you use a different kind of ink, your pens are alcohol-based, and it will just destroy your outlined image because the alcohol will rub that ink away. So Memento is a whatever-based ink, a fade-resistant dye ink, so it can be used with your alcohol pens and not get messed up. Get all jacked up. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? So now I'm going to grab some of my blocks because we need some of the other little pieces for this. I'm going to grab this big flower here, and we're going to do it in the polished pink ink. Okay, now these, just to let you know, when you stamp this on there, it does not fit perfect into your image. So don't get upset if you go to stamp it and then you're like, oh my goodness, well, it missed a whole piece. Why is this not lining up? It's not meant to. That's not what the look is for this stamp set. It is just to kind of give you kind of just a little bit of color in there, but not make it be crazy. Then I'm grabbing the medium size one, and I'm just going to try to line this up in here the best I can. Just like that. Okay. And I'm going to take this off of here. And then grab the smaller of the flowers. Okay, and I'm going to do this right here. And then I need, which one? This one again for this flower. Okay, just like that. And then I need the big leaf and the little leaf. So let me grab another little block. Okay, or let's do these first. Let's do my small flowers. Where did they go? Oh, so these two flowers, like these two right here. Oops, I already stamped that one in pink, but we'll go roll with it. So I'm going to just stamp my one flower since I messed up and that was supposed to be Mango Melody. So I grab my Mango Melody pad and then I'm just going to grab the two and see how they both line up for those two flowers. And I screwed up here. This one should have been Mango Melody, but it's good. See, you improvise when you kind of make a boo-boo. It's not really a boo-boo because you just keep rolling with it. And then I only stuck the small flower into the ink first before I inked up the whole thing. Then I could just stop that one flower and have it be good. Okay, so let me close this and close this one. And then I'm going to grab Granny Apple Green. So be sure to like, share, or comment to be able to be entered into the drawing next week where you could win one of these cards that I am making today. So I always enter anybody who likes, shares, or comments into a drawing, and then you get to pick one of these cards and I send it to you the way it is. I don't write anything in it. It is for you to then share with somebody else, with whomever you wish. So you can share a card. Okay, done with that. Where did mine go? So there's the big leaves. Now I'm going to grab the little leaf right here. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to stamp off. So we're going to do like a second generation stamp here. So I'm going to stamp the first one off like that and then stamp it down. because I want these smaller leaves a little bit lighter. Just like that. Ooh, I like that. Okay, now I'm going to shut this before I stick my fingers in anything, because God only knows that happens. All right, so now I'm going to take this, with these dies right here, you have a really intricate little piece of flowers right here that would cut out like a whole section, kind of like that of the flowers, and it's going to be extremely intricate. Then you can come in with this piece, which layers over that to cut out the whole outline of it. Okay, but I'm going to take the whole outline because I want my image to stay, and I'm not going to bring my embosser over here so I don't wind up screwing the camera up, but I'm going to cut this piece out. Okay, here's this piece. So let me grab my little die and put it back in there so I don't lose anything. And then, done with that. And there is my beautiful little floral piece that I needed, that we just colored. Or we didn't color it, we inked it. And then, where did my... Oh, there it is. Okay. So let me get this out of the way. All right, now let's put this card together. Okay, now we're going to take, and we are going to adhere this straight down onto our basic gray after I get my little glue boogers off of there, because nobody likes a card with glue boogers. Now I'm kind of going a little bit thicker on the glue than I normally do. It's because of the texture on this polished pink. I want to make sure that it gets a good, secure adhesion, I guess you would say is the word. I don't know. Words are hard. That's a big word for me. Then I'm going to take this little piece here and I'm going to lay that across there. But I need to cut that down just a skosh. I think I got a little too long. Yep, I did. Okay, so 4 1/4 by 1 1/2. And this is going to go directly across the center here. Okay, just like that. Making it even on both sides. And I'm just kind of making sure I really adhere that down because like I said, you've got a lot of texture going on here. Okay, then I'm going to grab this piece. This was 3 by 3. And I guess it doesn't really matter which way that goes. And then I'm going to put that right on top of this in the center. Don't you love these colors? Oh, doesn't that petal pink just make, oh, it just makes everything pop. So like I said, all these dimensions will be over on my blog. It'll be up tomorrow because I have to take pictures and get this video uploaded to YouTube. Okay, I'm going to just adhere this directly on the scallop. Like that. So you're going to have just a small little smidge of that Mango Melody. And then this is going to get popped up on here. So we need some dimensionals for that. Or actually, let me see, what do I want to do? Yeah. This is going to get dimensionals. Hello, Cheryl. It's so weird. When I'm watching from my computer, it doesn't show me who's new, who pops in. So I have to stand up to see who pops in to see the videos, because I like to say hi to everybody. Because you're spending your evening with me, the least I could do is say hi. Okay, so I'm going to center that right in front, in the center of that 3x3 piece there. Get all my little dimensional pieces out of here because they stick to everything. Which, I don't know where the fourth one went. It's probably stuck to something. Okay, then we're going to take this little piece right here, and we are going to, let's see how I want this. Maybe with the leaves. I like the leaves kind of, see how the L on the feel kind of pops up? I like that to kind of be inside of where this leaf and this flower is, just to kind of make it aligned. But I'm gonna hold my finger on the back where I can feel this here, so I kind of know to just keep my glue in this area here and not go above my finger, because otherwise the glue is not going to serve any purpose, because it's going to hang off of our card, and we definitely don't want any pressure to, you know, stick it down. So that's how I do it. Now, if you have a different way of doing it, you know, you do you. But that's how I do it. All right, then I used some of the super beautiful in color jewels. This is the 2020 or 2021 2023 in colors, which the petal pink is a part of that. Let me see if I even have any petal pink left on here, because let's just be honest, the pink ones are my favorite. So I am going to grab a couple of these. Let me grab my take a pick tool so I can get some of these off of there. So this is the take a pick tool. I'll also be showing you the other attachment that hooks to this with one of our other projects we're going to do here in just a minute. Come here, little guy. Maybe it will be better to use my nail, because that doesn't want to work. Okay, I'm just going to put a couple of these on here. Now, you could by all means do whatever kind of jewels you want in there, but these jewels are the most sparkliest, is that a word? Sparkliest jewels I've ever seen Stampin' Up! Come up with, and the colors are just beautiful. Like this one right here is the Evening Evergreen, these dark ones, but when you move them, they have an iridescent look to them where they kind of change blues and yellows. They're really kind of cool. And then that's the Pale Papaya. This is the Fresh Freesia, and this one here is the Soft Succulent. But again, they change colors when you move them. I love that. Okay, where did I do? Okay, here's the package. So now let's do an inside of this card, because our inside has to be just as pretty as our outside, right? And I don't think I cut a piece, so I need to grab a piece of basic white. And we're going to cut our basic white at 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, and now since that says feel better, I don't know if I want to put anything word-wise from this stamp set in there. Let me see what I have. Where did... I thought I had a strip cut for that. Okay, apparently I didn't. So I'm going to grab just all my little bits and pieces and scraps down here. I could have swore I had a piece for the inside of that. Oh, it's underneath all my stuff here. Imagine that. Oh, no, it's not. Well, I thought I had a piece cut. So I'm just going to take a little piece of this paper and I'm going to cut a piece at 1/2. So maybe, let me check something here really quick because I want to see how I want to put this in here. So if this is inside, does it look good? Just, it's a little long, I know, but it would only be on the white piece. Oh, I like that. Okay, yep, we're gonna do that. Doesn't take long to appease me. Okay, then I'm just gonna run a little bit of glue on there. I know that my strip is only 1/2 inch thick, so then I know this is gonna fit perfect in my glued area. Okay, just like that. And then I'm just gonna snip this off. Do you see? I got a new, my little panda is retired. He lost his ring. So this, I showed you guys a cup last week that my mom got me, a Halloween cup, because I'm a total Halloween fan. And not for the creepy reasons, just because I think Halloween decorations are super cute. But it came with this little skull piece on it. So I was like, oh cool, a new decoration for my scissors. And the reason why I have that on there is not just because it's cute, but I have this on here to tell me that these scissors are my scissors that are kind of my all-purpose scissors. I use these on paper. I use these to cut, you know, like little pieces off of like the side of a stamp or whatever. These are my go-to scissors. Now, these ones right here that I don't have anything attached to the top, these are only for my ribbon. So, just to let you know, because if you use this to cut paper, and because our paper's kind of thick, it will dull down your scissors where you will not be able to cut your ribbon anymore. So I always kind of tell people, make sure you have 2 pairs of scissors and make sure one is extremely sharp for cutting ribbon, because you want those nice crisp edges on your ribbon. Okay, so I'm just going to adhere this right in the center, leaving my margins on all sides. And I don't think I like any of, because it says feel better friend, I don't really think I like any of these sentiments that would go with that. So I'm just going to leave it blank and then let, you know, if you choose this card for next week's winner, you can choose what you want to put in the inside of that. Okay, but we are not complete with this card because we actually need to put a bow on this. So I am using, this is the polished pink open weave ribbon, and I'm gonna just make a cute, and you guys know how I am with bows. I am a horrible bow person, and I say that every time. I'm sure you guys are like, okay, broken record, get over it, just make the darn bow. I would if I could. Don't lose it. Okay, just like that. That's why I have to use a cheater bow jig. It just is what it is. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut that end off. Hello, boy.
Hello, girl.
I was telling them your story about school today, where your stuff got stolen at school, but about how TikTok promotes, you know.
It's not promoting it. It's just.
Well, it doesn't.
Allowing it to be.
Okay, kind of my whole point. Anyways. Okay, so now I'm going to take this little bow and we're going to adhere it right down there, but I'm going to adhere that with a glue dot, or I also refer to it as a snot dot. I have a son, can you tell? Glue boogers, snot dots. I'm a boy mom, just saying. Okay, and then I'm going to stick that to the back right there.
Special guest star Malachi.
Oh.
The homie.
Oh, we just got a, this is my son's new little pet that we got.
He's my service animal.
It's It's a sulcata tortoise, and I showed pictures of him. Okay, get him out now, please. I don't want him by my stuff. Okay, he's close
He's kissing
enough.
the turtle.
Okay,
Corbin. I don't. Where's the camera? There it is.
Okay. I said enough.
I'm sorry. They have to see how
Do you guys have sons? do you know the struggle of being a boy mom? Okay, I'm in the middle of a video. You need to go now. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Okay, then I'm just going to kind of cut my edges off here so they're not dangling off the card. Now you can leave your edges as long as you wish. Okay, so there we go. That is card number 1, but let's get an envelope for this little baby because it has to have a beautiful envelope. I thought I had envelopes open. Why not? I think it's time to open up new envelopes. Ouch. Okay, so let's grab an envelope. Now we could either take our designer series paper and put another strip across the bottom of this, or I could always just take a flower, a couple of my, flowers like this, and just kind of put them on there. But I do think I like the strip of black and white because our card is kind of stained with those colors. So let's go ahead and do the stripe on there. Okay, again, make sure that my flap is facing the right way because God only knows I've put the paper on the top side and that just doesn't fly. Okay, and then just, oops, wrong scissors. Okay, and card number 1 is complete. What do you think of that one? Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love those colors. Okay, so now let's move to card number 2. Go ahead and take a drink so I can get some of these things put away so I can use some of my blocks because you can never have enough blocks, in my opinion, to be able to accommodate all your stamps, right? Okay, then this big whammer jammer. And this thing that I'm using here is the chamois, and it is a miracle piece of equipment that every stamper, crafter, whatever you are, you have to own one of these in your crafting supplies because it cleans so amazing. And then all you do is take it to your sink and just wipe it or just get it wet. Now, if you do it on cool, it will take out like your blues and that kind of blues and greens out of it. It'll rinse it out. So I just rinse mine even though it is dark. There's no color on it. It is all rinsed, but of course it's going to stain because you're working with ink, right? But then when you switch your water over to warm or hot, you're going to see a bunch of reds. Anything that has reds, pinks, purples, those kind of tones, like even browns have a lot of red in them. You're going to see all those colors start fading right out of your chamois. Okay, let me just get these things quickly, throw them on here and put away. Okay, there we go. Put that card in here so I know it stays with that. Okay, and let me grab my next one for you guys. Now we're going to be switching gears and going kind of towards a Christmas card. I haven't done too many Christmas cards. I mean, I've done some winter cards, but not really per se Christmas. So I really wanted to make this card for you guys to show you how to use up some of your scrap papers. Maybe you have some of your pattern paper laying around from last year that is your Christmas pattern, and you're like, oh my gosh, it doesn't match any of our stuff from this year. Well, it doesn't matter. As long as you have a cardstock that matches one of the colors you can make this card work. Okay, so I am using the Tailored Tags punch. Now this punch is going to be key to making this particular card. Now if you have like a hexagon or something, that might work as well. But this punch is kind of going to be your focal shape of this card. I am using the Peaceful Prince for this one. This is a Celebrations, just like the Beautifully Pen that we just used, that paper. This is also a Celebrations $50 purchase freebie. Love the colors in this. You've got this cherry collar, which is just stunning, and then you've got the real red. Now the real red is what we're going to be using for our card base, but we're pretty much going to be using a piece of all of one of these designs here. All right, then I am using the Holly Jolly Wishes because I think, in all honesty, this is a must-have Christmas card stamp set. If you're making Christmas cards, you need this. It's got the size versatility to it, which I love, because if you're making cards and you have a smaller space, you've got kind of the smaller images still, sentiments, but then you have the big ones that can be a focal point to like fit in, you know, that circle that I just cut. You could do that with just a different color cardstock in the scallop and have that be your main focal point. So just wanted to tell you that one. All right, so let's get out all of our paper here. We're going to also be using the silver foil. Now this is in our holiday mini catalog. You will find this. It comes with 3 different other foils. As I throw it everywhere, let me see where it put it, because I kind of want to show you that, to just show you how beautiful this one right here. So it comes with all 3 of these. I'm using this more silver one. Then you have one that's kind of a darker, but it's almost, I don't know what that texture would be. Can you see that dark piece there? Or is the silver kind of covering over it? So see that? It's almost like a purpley silver, and I think this also has like a lavender color to it, but it is just stunning paper. This is kind of your matte finish. This is your more shiny, kind of brushed silver, and then this is your dark silver. All right, so we're gonna need that one. Then we need some scraps of white. And then I have another card to show you that I have made with this. I have 2 different versions of this card, so we're gonna make the first one, and then I'll show you the second version, so you can kind of mix your cards up as you're making them for Christmas. Okay, this is 8.5 by 5.5. I'm gonna fold it in half, which would be at 4 1/4. This is real red, by the way. And then burnish that edge down for a nice smooth edge. This is gonna be for our inside, so I'm just gonna tuck that in there. That is 5 1/4 by 4. Then to come in with our scraps of our paper, I'm gonna use that buffalo check, because let's be honest, who doesn't love buffalo check? I have buffalo check in lots of things. I have black and white, and I use them for tablecloths. I have black and white, I have orange and black for Halloween, and then I have this, and this is all over my house. My bedspread, actually, right now as we speak, is this with white trim around it. Then you have the green that has the snowflakes and the kind of little spriggy texture on it. Then this one has the snowflakes on this side, and then this side is plain with the stripes. Then you've got the trees with the polka dots. And then your crumb cake. I love this one. This looks very outdoorsy. This would be great for manly cards as well. This whole DSP designer series paper set would be great for man cards. See the little deer on there? Super cute. And then this is the other side we're going to be using. Okay. Then I think I needed, what did I do with the other piece? So I think I still need one more. Let me see here. I had scraps and I just don't think I grabbed them all. Oh, that's the one that I'm missing. I need that one. Okay. So that was the other one. This one looks like a birch tree on that side of it, and then you've got the stripes of the red. I knew I was missing a piece. Okay, so now all we're gonna do is simply take our die and just our die. This is a punch, not a die. We're gonna take our punch and we're just going to punch one of each one of these. I'm gonna flip that over so I can make sure I see that. Then we're going to do, oops, wait a minute. I need to go this way. So watch your designs on your paper. I forgot to say that. Depending on which way, like I said, I'll show you the other card when we're done, but depending on which way your design is going, make sure you have the direction of your paper design. And I'll show you a little bit more about what I was saying about that as soon as we get this card going. And you might have already seen these cards and be like, oh, I know what she's doing. And actually, I really like that one, so I'm going to cut out one more because I think we're going to need. So that is the snowflake side. I want this side as well. Okay, there we go. I think that's enough because I needed, I don't know, we'll see as we get going. Okay, I need another piece of white, which is going to be 4 by, so cut out 2 pieces of the 4 by 5 1/4. That's already cut at that. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're just going to start taking these. Ew, that looks kind of lopsided, doesn't it? Or is that just me? Am I lopsided? I guess it was fine. It just looked a little loppy to me, but oh well. I guess not. Maybe it's just me. And then you're going to start taking these and you're going to kind of just place them where you think you want them to go. Like, maybe I want this up a little bit more. So just start taking your pieces and you'll see as I'm doing this how these are going to fit together. There. Oh, I needed 2 of this one too. Where did I put that? Because I wanted this side as well. So let me cut one more of this out. So you pick which ones you want multiples of. That's going to go there. And then, oh, I need another one of these. Oh, no, because, so I'll show you why I'm going to do it this way. Because of the back side of this is this crumb cake as well, I'm going to be cutting enough of it off that I can then take this bottom portion here and put it up here because you guys know how I'm kind of frugal and I don't like to waste. So I'll save this piece as well just because it's just how I roll. Okay, so now that I know where I want those, I'm going to start gluing these down. So I'm going to hold it and know that I only want this short side. Again, I use my fingers as my guide to know where I want my glue. And I'm only going to leave about 1/8 of an inch between my pieces here. Oh yes, you are definitely, the chamois is a must-have. Why is it not showing me my comments over here? I had to just stand up to see your guys' comments. Ugh. Why does it have to do that? Yes, the chamois most definitely is a must-have. It is a wonderful tool, and it is, like I said, it's kind of the holy grail of the stamping world. And I've bought chamois from other companies, and I will not mention names because I don't do that. And it just did not work like the Stampin' Up! One does. And I'm not trying to be a Stampin' Up! Snob. It's just the brutal truth of it. So this is probably the most time-consuming part, is doing the gluing, because you want to make sure you're getting your margins even in there. Yes, Cheryl, you definitely need to go grab this punch. Grab any kind of scrap papers that you have that coordinate with one another, and have yourself a blast with this, because, I mean, these cards are gorgeous. And wait till this is finished and I show you the alternative. The alternative one. You are going to be like, holy smokes, artichokes. Why have I not been doing this? And I thought, this is going to be my Christmas cards this year. Between my paper pumpkin coming, my Christmas paper pumpkin, and what is happening here? Why won't it show my comments? Come on. There we go. All right, maybe that'll work now. Sometimes I think I just need to stand up while I craft. Do you see these little gnat things? Aren't those gross and annoying? Like, come on. I don't need a assistant while I'm stamping. I'm okay. I don't need you guys to, you know, help out, because you guys are annoying little gnats. And right now, because we just had our monsoons down here in Tucson, down in southern Arizona, bugs are like crazy right now. And that's what I'm saying. I have my blinds shut, I have my curtains shut, but they can still see the light coming through from my lights, and they are just relentless. They want to be in here, they want to say hi, and I don't want them to, but they like to come and join and craft, I guess. I'm like, hey, go out to Facebook. Get out of my real live video here. Nobody wants to see you gross little bugs. I'm sure wherever everybody lives, they have bugs. Yeah, our mosquitoes have been crazy as well, because we have a little farm out here. So we've got animals and stuff, and every time I go out to fill up waters and do all that kind of stuff, the mosquitoes just go after me like crazy. I was asking my oh, excuse me. I was asking my neighbor, I go, do you get eaten alive by mosquitoes? She goes, nope, but my husband does. I go, geez Louise, what is it? I go, what is your secret? She goes, I eat lots of garlic. And I go, well, I thought we ate lots of garlic also, but apparently not enough. Okay, so as what I'm doing now is I'm just cutting off all this excess. So I'm gonna stay on the white, the line of my white cardstock. And I will tell you that I do save these little pieces. I know I probably shouldn't, but I do. And I'll tell you why in just a minute, because I have to concentrate while I'm doing this. Okay, so now if I want to make another card, the reason why I don't keep all, like, I won't keep that scrap, but I won't keep that, like, I'm not totally crazy, but just a little bit crazy. These pieces like this, I can then use that on another card where I wanted to put these going like that. If you can see what I'm saying, like, say if I go to make another one of these and I just need a small piece, I can by all means use this and still cut some off and then do the same thing with this one, and then I don't have to cut much more out. But that's just me, because that's my non-wasting tendencies. Okay, so remember how I said that we cut this bottom piece off, and since it was big enough, I'm going to now flip it, and that's going to be my piece right there. And then I pretty much used, besides the white piece of the back of this that has those little deer on there, because the deer are kind of far and few between, and they actually, did you know that with that deer hunt, or with that deer paper, where's it at? You can actually take the punch that comes with this deer right here. This is the back side of that buffalo check paper. You can take the punch that coordinates with this set, the Peaceful Deer set, and those cut right out of there. So you can have them when you're ready to make cards and you want a deer as your focal point. Like I was saying, they're great for any manly cards that, if you know somebody who hunts or anything like that, these make great cards for men. Okay. Or anybody who hunts, at that matter, not that it has to be a man who hunts, because I know plenty of females that hunt. Okay, so let me move some of these and then get the rest of this out of the way. Okay, so there is that. Now I need to grab a piece of black, and I need to cut down a mat for this, because we have a lot of black in here that I just want to map that onto this. So it's only going to be 1/8 of an inch bigger than our piece here. So that piece was 5 1/4 by 4. So we're going to do 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, then this is going to get matted onto this, just like that. So there's only a little bit of black around that. Then I'm going to grab the, what is this called? This is the glittered organdy ribbon. See how that's got the shimmery sparkles on it? This was a last year's Halloween special that we had in our holiday catalog from last year. They wound up bringing it back. Ooh, ooh. Oops. Okay. Alright, that's just going to have 1/8 of an inch showing. Yes, if you guys could please share this video, that helps me build my business. And I love talking with everybody. And every time I come on here, there's somebody new that I get to, you know, earn your business. And I truly appreciate you all spending your evenings, your Monday evenings with me. Every Monday, I'm on here live. Like I said, it's 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time and 7 regular Mountain Time. Alright, so this is now going to get, I know a lot of people are confused by what's the difference between Mountain Time and Mountain Standard Time. Well, I don't know, it's just something screwy Arizona does. We don't have daylight savings, so that's why right now we're the same time as Pacific Time. But as soon as Pacific changes their times for, what is it, fall back, I think they'll go back an hour, we're going to be different times. Then we'll be different than everybody. But then I think we will be the same time as Mountain Time, which is like Utah, Idaho. I'm not sure if Nevada is on that. Okay, then I'm just going to take regular Scotch tape and just put that on there. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to take that silver foil paper and I'm going to cut another one of these out. Now you might be saying, well, what the heck is she going to do that for? Because you can't stamp on that. But wait, watch. There's more. Okay, then I'm going to take this one. Okay, so there's our white. Now we can go ahead and adhere this straight onto our card base. And again, there's going to be 1/8 of an inch of the red showing. Okay, just like that. All right, this is the piece we're going to stamp on. But this is what I was talking about. See how our red rubber has a foam cushion in between it? I don't have to put my piercing mat underneath that now for the cushion because the stamp is already cushioned with that pad behind there. Okay, I'm coming in, like I said, with the Holly Jolly Wishes. I'm going to use Be of Good Cheer because it's the perfect size to fit right on my card, on my piece here. And Real Red is the color that I'm using. Okay, and I just give it a minute. I hold it on there for a minute just to let that ink absorb into our paper. Now, something about Stampin' Up's basic white paper holds our ink colors so well that I hate to say most other white papers, cardstocks, will just not do your stamps justice. Something about our paper has been tested multiple times for our inks to have the best results with the ink pads and with our Stampin' blends and any of our markers that we have. Okay, so as you saw, I just lined that up and I cut that right down the center. Now, the reason why I did that is because we're going to kind of use those as little brackets for our little sentiment here. So I just put a little bit of glue on there and then just kind of line this up. Now you can make it as big or as small of a margin, however much of that you want to see. And then I just watch my two sides to make sure that I'm even. Oh, plaid paper, absolutely. Plaid Christmas paper would be stunning for this. Absolutely, Cheryl. And you guys know that I have a special group for all of you people who follow me. It is called the Pink Barn Stampers group, where we love it when, you know, everybody goes over there and they share some of their ideas and their projects that they make over there. So all you have to do is go over to that page and just join it. It's for all the people who kind of follow me and are a part of my stuff. And then you can show, you know, your projects and give other inspiration to other people. So I always like to throw that out to you guys because I love it when you guys go over there and share your stuff because it's so fun seeing what you guys come up with. All right, I'm going to take dimensionals and I'm going to put this on this, but I'm going to take my dimensionals since I want that ribbon, oh, if I can hang on to this darn thing, I want that ribbon to run down the center of that. So I don't want my adhesive to obscure any of that ribbon. So I'm going to put one at the top little peak there and one at this top peak. Then the ribbon can still run down the center of that without having any lumps or bumps when I add this down. So I'm just going to kind of put it where I can still see part of the ribbon here and more ribbon on this side. And then my white piece lines up perfect with that ribbon. So bingo, bango, just like that. Beautiful. All right, be of good cheer. So now let's see, what are we going to put on the inside of here? I think we need, I really like this stripe right here, and that piece is not going to be big enough, so let me grab another piece out of here. I really like this one right here, even though the buffalo check is my favorite, because this card has kind of the, I didn't add a lot of the crumb cake. I like this grabs the red and that crumb cake out of there, so I'm going to put just a small strip of that across the bottom of this card. So I think I'm going to do a 1/2 inch again. That's kind of my go-to size. And then I'm probably going to use that for my, let's see, what size is that? Is that a 6? Ooh, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to cut this at 2 1/4 by 6. Okay, and that's going to go on my envelope. So let me show you how we do that. Okay, now this I'm going to put across the bottom. I should have stamped first, so don't do what I just did. Stamp your sentiment first on the inside of here before you do this, because if I mess up and I get it crooked, I now have already adhered this to there, because you still have your back side of your paper to always correct a boo-boo, right? There's 2 sides to every paper. Okay, now let's just hope and pray I don't get this goobied up. Okay, so be of good cheer. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Merry Christmas to you. It's the most wonderful time of the year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Be of good cheer. 'Tis the season to be jolly. I like that. I kind of like the font. I think the font goes well with kind of the swirlies in this, the way that jolly looks. I don't know, that's just me. I mean, I guess any of them would have really worked with it because they all kind of have a swishy font, but I don't know. This one just stuck out to me. All right, so I'm going to stand up so I make sure I try to get this as centered as possible so I don't mess up, since I already stuck that paper on there. And then I rock it just a little bit. I don't want to rock it too hard where the side of my rubber stamp is going to leave a goofy little ring around it, but I rock it just enough to make sure I am putting that even-edged part of the ink on there. And look, I actually did that straight. Woohoo! Alright, so get that out of the way, so because I swear, it never fails. If I touch anything, if I set any kind of stamp set or any pad down or anything that has red on it, I always wind up sticking my finger in it. Just, I don't know what it is. It's an attraction to red. Maybe it's because red's my husband's favorite color. Maybe that's telling me something. Because I'm not really a big red fan. I mean, red's pretty for Christmas and all, but... And for my buffalo check, I do love red in that aspect. And see, now when I was in high school, my, oh, excuse me. Oh, I still have that lingering cough. My high school colors were red, white, and black. And now those are my husband's favorite colors. So the buffalo plaid, I was able to compromise when we did our bathroom in like red, blacks, and whites. I did a buffalo check shower curtain because I said, good, then we can both have a little bit of what we like, and I like my pattern, and you like the black and red, so, okay, so I took the 2 1/4 by 6. Now this piece is going to go right on the back flap of our envelope, so depending on if this was a pattern that ran, you would need to cut your pattern that would go this way, so when your envelope was folded, it would be able to be seen and not be upside down. So this is another really cute way of decorating your envelopes, and it's a good way to use up some of those papers, because I know some of us can be paper hoarders. I'm not one of those people or nothing. But it's just a way to use some of those papers up so you don't have to hold on to it forever and be like, oh my gosh, now it's out of date. Now the colors don't match anything. And I always tell everybody, make sure when you buy your DSP, make sure you buy 2 packs. Because then you don't have to feel like you have to be like skimpy-ish on it, I guess you would say, if that's a word. That you don't have to, you know, feel like you have to hoard it. Okay, just like that. So I just followed that around and cut that out. Ooh, hold on, I have to take a drink. There's like a tickle in the back of my throat. Ooh. Okay, so what do you think of card number 2? Beautiful, right? Maybe it's not beautiful. Maybe it's more on the cute side. And I like the fact that it could be, like, especially I know a lot of, like, single veterans, because I am, I used to work down at the VFW down here, and a lot of single men would love this as a Christmas card, because then they're not feeling like they're getting something really frilly, but you still add a little bit of ribbon to add that pop. But it is still good for a man Christmas card. All right, now let me show you the other variation of this that I made. This paper, I used cherry cobbler for the back of this one, and this is the this is in the actual annual catalog, so this will be around for quite some time. This is called the Tidings of Christmas paper, and this is a 6x6, and you get a ton of paper in this pack. So that's what I did for this. And again, remember how I was saying watch your patterns, because my trees, I made them go down this way. The deer I made go up and down too. But on this, I made sure my flowers were going up and down, or my trees were going up and down when I cut the punch going horizontal. Make sense? Okay. So now let me get some of this stuff out of the way. But I wanted to show you the 2 variations of that, where you could do your card in portrait style or in landscape style. Oops. Here's your envelope. Get this cleaned off really quick so I don't throw anything in it and get it all goobied up. Okay, now to project number 3. I'm so excited about this one. You guys are gonna love this. This is so much fun. Okay, so if you guys have which I would hope that you all have the catalogs by now, because you definitely need to see all the awesomeness in the mini catalog. If you don't have any catalogs, please message me and I will get those ASAP in the mail to you, because it's full of inspiration. Not only the plethora of wonderful Stampin' Up! Products, there is so much inspiration in there. All right, so these are the Tombstone treat boxes. You get 8 of them in there for, I think they're $10 for 8 boxes. Now, let me tell you something with these boxes that you will need to know when you purchase these, because there is 16 of these in here. I know it says there's 8 boxes, but let me show you why. You're gonna get a top and you're gonna get a bottom, okay? Now when you flip these over, your bottom is going to be just like 1/8 of an inch smaller than your top. Okay, does that make sense? So make sure your bottom one is the smaller one, and you can kind of set that aside unless you're going to decorate both sides of your tombstone. Oh, sorry guys. So for my demonstration, I am only going to be decorating the top side. So I grabbed the larger of the two. See how this one's just a hair smaller? I'm gonna grab the bigger one, which is the lid, and set my bottom aside because I don't need that. But this is the pack that they come in. So you can see that the back ones are larger than the front ones. Okay, so I need this. We are also going to be using the little spider web out of the, those are called the frightfully tags. Let me see what those are called. I just wrote up the thing on the blog and see, and I still can't even remember. Too many things to remember, I tell you what. Frightful Tags dies. They also coordinate with this stamp set, which is the Frightfully Cute stamp set. And if you bundle it together, you save 10%. Okay, so we're using that spider web. Oh my goodness. Then I'm with my go-to dies. This set is probably been used more than any set I've ever used with these dies. I'm going to take this little piece right here, and these are called the Tasteful Labels dies. And I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. So let me move this because I want you guys to see how this is done. So let me move some of this stuff so I don't shake you guys all over the place and make you guys all crazy dizzy. Okay, so what you do is you just take your box. You're going to stick your die wherever you want it on your box. Like on the front of your tombstone. See where your tombstone edge is? I'm just going to put that right there in the center. Try not to move it when I put this down. And then I'm going to do this twice when I run it through because I want to make sure it cuts all the way through that box because there's quite a few layers there with that cardboard box because it's a 3D image. So okay, just like that. And it still goes through just like butter. It's not anything hard, crazy to pull through. Okay, and then all you do is you just pop that right out and you can use that for something else. Then let me get this moved. So I took my black glitter paper, this stuff right here. Oops, wrong one, that's foil. Here it is. I just took a small little piece of this and I put that on there and I ran my spider web through that. Now, with that glitter paper, it's kind of a thick, well, it's kind of thin, but, what am I trying to say? The little pieces get stuck in there. Now, instead of taking your little Take-A-Bic tool and weeding out every one of those, you can take, I just take an old paper pumpkin box. I also have another one of my Take-A-Pic tools, and I purchased the little weeding tool, and then it comes with a couple of these little foam pads. I just take this and I just run this right across there. And it kind of pops out the majority of them. Sometimes you might have to, you know, focus in on a couple pieces that aren't coming out, or just kind of run your hand across the back to get some of those more stubborn pieces. And then if all else fails and you can't get a piece out, take your pokey tool and poke it out. Normally I can just bend it and then grab it. There we go. All the pieces are out. And then I just leave this in here just like this. And then every once in a blue moon, as you can see, there's lots of pieces in there. I just dump that in the garbage. But I just leave that right underneath my desk, so when I need it, I can just grab it. Okay, now we need to do some stamping. Let me put this little guy away so I don't wind up losing that die. Where did I put that? stamping, I gotta turn this fan off because we are gonna do some embossing. Ooh, it just got really, really quiet in here with that fan not being on. Okay, so I am using a different stamp set. Now, by all means, if you have this set, there are some super cute sayings in this, like, which way to the candy? And then you can use the little witch. Less trickin', more treatin'. You're so sweet, it's scary. So perfect for little candy, like these little gift treats if you want to put some candy in there. What was I just gonna, oh. I'm using the sentiment from Banner Year. I love the little sayings in here. I love that you have fall, you have Christmas, you have Halloween, you have, did I say Thanksgiving? You've got some great, and you even have Valentine's on there. Okay, so I decided, let's not lose this little guy. I decided to take the saying from here that says, a treat so sweet. And I'm going to take that and I'm just going to put that right across the top here. But I'm moving it over to the left-hand side of that tomb. Then I'm going to take my embossing powder. This is white embossing powder. Make sure you close your Versamark pad before you get your powder going, because God only knows it can be an awful mess if you get any embossing powder on your ink pad, your Versamark pad, because it will never ever be the same, because it will be stuck like Chuck and you will have to replace your pad. Okay, just like that. Now I just kind of wipe this off because I always, for some reason, miss a little bit of that powder. Okay, now you're going to hear a little bit of noise when I turn this heat tool on. Can you see it? Now, see how it looks really grainy and powdery? And there we go. Now it is doing its magic and becoming beautiful and white and shiny. There we go. Just like that. The wonderfulness of embossing powder. Okay, let me make sure I got all that off there. Okay, I gotta turn my fan back on because I will melt if I don't. Then I grabbed the cute Halloween paper, the DSP. Love this paper. Now, I don't have the set that coordinates with this. I went ahead and bought the Frightfully Cute instead, but there is a stamp set that is called Cute Halloween Bundle, I think. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And it comes with a punch that would actually punch out these little characters that we're going to be doing. But I fussy cut them. And God only knows I hate to fussy cut. It is not my strong suit. But let me tell you how easy these little characters are, because they're not like intricate. You could just cut right around this and just get your little images. The little pumpkin is the easiest thing to cut out. And we're going to actually use that pumpkin. Oh, excuse me, you guys. I'm so sorry that I have this horrible cough. That's annoying. You guys don't want to come on here to hear me cough. Then I cut just a little square, the same size as my box here, for my window sheet. Now, these are window sheets. They come in 2 full 12 by 12 sheets. I just cut out a little square. They're just called window sheets. Item number 142314. So if you need those, or you saw me just pull that little sheet off of my stamp set when I was using the hand pen, you can absolutely cut a square off of this and use that. You will get 2 pieces of these when you buy your any of the photopolymer, so the clear stamp sets. You will get 2 sheets. One will be a lot thicker, and then one will be this thinner one that is kind of like protecting the stamps. but you can cut those up and use those also if you don't want to buy the window sheets. Now I'm just going to take 4 of these little snot dots, and I'm just going to kind of put them towards the top of the little bumps on this, because I need it to hold that window sheet in place. Okay, there's another one. And then one more. Just like that. These are so much fun. Like when we used to live in Oregon, we used to live up in a little town called Sandy before we moved down here. We lived in a cul-de-sac. We lived in a big neighborhood where kids were like crazy during Halloween. Now, we always had those special kids because I did like a daycare there at my home. So I always had those special little kids that would come over during Halloween, and I always gave them like the full-size candy bars. I always gave them something a little bit more special than I just gave everybody. So these are super cute if you have grandkids or you just want to, you know, hand out something special to some of those little kiddos that, you know, or if you do have little ones and they are in school, maybe you want to get some of these and make them up for, like, maybe they're in preschool or whatever. Okay, so here's my little characters. I'm not sure if I want to use this little guy or if I want to use the kitty. I really like that kitty, but I use the kitty on my other box. Oh well, I'm just going to use him because I like it a little bit better than that skull. So I'm just going to come up here and cut this little cat out. Because of course, he's got pink little ears and I love the pink. Alright, like I said, these are super easy to cut out, so you just want to kind of just follow the edge. Now, the whole idea behind fussy cutting is you want to move your paper and not your scissors. You just want to hold your scissors pretty stationary and then take your paper and move it as you're kind of slowly cutting down with those scissors. Because then you get a much crisper cut than trying to move your, if you're right or left-handed, whatever hand holds your scissors. Okay, there's that super cute little kitty cat. Okay, and then we're going to do this little pumpkin really quick. Yeah, but the punch that goes with the cute Halloween, they actually line up perfect with this designer series paper. I think it cuts the, I want to say the ghost, this pumpkin, and I think it's the cat. I don't think it cuts out the skulls. I'll have to go back and look because I don't remember. But there's some super cute little stamps that go in there too, that cut the little or that stamp the different little faces on the pumpkins that you can stamp. Okay, there's that. Where did I put my cat? Oh, there he is. Okay, and then one more, the little ghost holding the little trick-or-treat bag. Yes, fussy cutting is kind of time consuming, but at least with these, I knew I could do them somewhat quickly because they were so easy to cut out that I wasn't worried about taking up too much time doing that. Okay, so I put my little window sheet on there, and then now these boxes couldn't be more easier, let me tell you. So you fold in your sides, okay, just like that. They already come with tear and tape on them. Then fold down your little flaps, okay, just like that. Now pick up your outsides, fold them in so you kind of get a good crease on those. You don't have to use a bone folder for these because they're gonna all hold together anyways, because that glue is amazing, or that tape is amazing. Then kind of hold your pieces in. I make sure they touch the bottom of the box, then I flap that over. Oops, it helps if I take the sheet off of that. Hold my pieces in, take the bottom and just fold it in, and it'll push these sides out to where they need to be to all line up together. My husband's been outside. I just bought him at Costco. They had a Traeger, I think it's what it's called. They had a Traeger barbecue, and he's been kind of looking at them. So for our anniversary, I decided to go ahead and get him one. He's been making jerky, and he's a butcher, so he always gets the best cuts of everything to bring them home. So he brought home a bunch of jerky meat yesterday, and so he marinated all day yesterday and put it out on the grill today, the smoker, and oh, the smell of it is just heavenly if you like jerky. Okay, do the same thing on this. Fold in. They're already scored for you, so they've kind of taken the hard part out of there for you. Oops, jeez. I have to remember to take that off. That's where you need your take a pick tool to pull that little, you just take this and then you just put that underneath there and just rub that, and then it comes off, voila. Instead of fighting with my fingernails trying to get them to do it. Okay, so let's get this little box going, because I know I've taken up quite a bit of your time. See how that just sits together so snug and nice? No crazy falling apart. It just fits like a glove. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. All right, I'm going to take this little spider web, and it is going to go right down here on the corner. So I'm going to hold my finger up like this again, using my fingers as a guide, and just put some glue just on these few little spider web lines right here. And that is going to go down just like that. It's going to hang over the edge over here, which is fine, but I don't want it to hang underneath the bottom because I want my thing to stand up without that, you know, coming down. Now you can bend this, and you know what I think I might actually do? I think I'm going to take a glue dot and actually put it in the center of that spider web, and that way, there we go. Open that up and just kind of push the window sheet and the glue dot. There we go. That holds that down a lot better. Okay, that's the smarter route to go with the glue dot. All right, let's add these little characters and get this show on the road. I'm going to actually grab my black dimensionals because I'm going to be sticking this on my little black guy. But first, or on my black spider web, I'm going to grab just a couple pieces of my black and white gingham ribbon. And now I do need my piercing mat thing here just to do just a little bit of coloring here. Now I'm going to grab my dark pumpkin pie. And then pinch this because I want that little arrowy kind of look on this. Kind of like that. See how it has the divot that's cut out of the center? Now how I do that is I just pinch that in half and then take my scissors and cut it, and then it leaves that. Okay, so I just want those two little pieces. Then I'm going to take my, what did I say this was? dark pumpkin pie. Then I'm just going to color that in. There we go. It's no longer black and white gingham ribbon. It's now orange and black. Oops, that doesn't go in there. Yes, it does. Okay, let's take these two, and again, we're going to take a glue dot to hold those in place. Just like that. I'm going to kind of stagger them a little bit. And then one more glue dot to go on the back of that, because I want those to stick to the center of this spider web. And glue dots are what is going to hold that to that glitter paper. Now a black little dimensional, and then we're going to do the pumpkin in the center of this. Just like that. Now again, I'm going to open this up and just hold the inside so I get a good adhesion, and I push that down. Okay, now for my little kitty. I think I might take 2 on this one. That kitty's gonna go up there, and then my little ghost, I'm gonna put one over here on the side. And then I'm just gonna put my ghost right there on the side of, oops, that's a little too low. There we go. Moved it up just a little bit. So isn't that the cutest stinking thing ever? And I did have candy corns, but I think I ate them all because I am a candy corn freak. I love candy corns. I know some people think they are the grossest thing on earth, but that would not be me. I love them. I think you could also take little strips of this paper, and you could use either, you know those little yellow boxes of dots that you get? Or milk duds. Those would fit perfect in here. You can take these little Hershey's candies. As you can see, I'm kind of a candy person because I love using these little things to display what you can and can't put in there. So yeah, you could just throw some of those in there. Super cute. And then put your lid on, and then hand those to those cute little ghouls and goblins in your life. Or you can fill it with candy corn, which I love me some candy corn, and I love the pumpkins that they have right now. They have these big fat candy corns that are pumpkin. Oh, they're so good. So isn't that adorable? And that just stands up. Well, again, great little thank yous to hand to, you know, your receptionist at the doctor. If you've been going to the same doctor, give them to the dentist. Maybe don't put candy in it if you're going to give it to the dentist. But let me show you the other one that I made. So I made this one for you guys, and then I made this alternative. We had our in-person every third Thursday of the month and every second Sunday of the month. I have an in-person live class at our local VFW where I put 3 projects together, and then I make kits for my people, and then they get to put their items together. I walk them through. They do their own stamping. They do everything. But this is the one that we made the August class. We made this little one. But then I loved the little window idea where you could put things in it where they can be seen. So yeah, super fun, easy. You know, these boxes go together really easily. So I just thought it was super cute, and I wanted to make those for you guys. So thank you guys so much for sticking around. I know I took a little bit longer tonight than I normally do, but thank you for sticking with me. I so appreciate you guys, and I wish you guys a wonderful week, and I will see you again next Monday. I might do a little bit of recording on YouTube and maybe pop in a couple of little videos here and there, because I want to start doing more of that with you guys and showing you guys how to make more cards instead of just 3 a week. I do keep my blog up and running. Like I said, I had a couple card series going on there. So every day I was posting these super cute little penguin. So the other day my daughter was sitting here watching Elmo, and Elmo went on this whole tangent about penguins. So it got me on the penguin mood. So I put these already on the blog. So you can see these. Each day I posted a new one, and I love this little fun fold here. But I really wanted to use the penguins along with these. These are called the Wonderful Snowflakes, and they have this iridescent look to them. I don't know if I can catch it on the light here, but oh, there you go. You guys saw it a little bit where it changes to like blues and purples and stuff. So I was on a whole tangent with that. So I wanted to make all these different little cards to share with you guys. So you can go check out more of those. Hello, Mother. I see that you're here. Just wanted to share some more ideas with you guys. So this paper here is part of the celebrations. So don't let that sneak by you, because it is absolutely so cool. It doesn't only have to be for Christmas. It can be for winter cards. This one I use as a happy birthday card. So this is a winter birthday. Anybody in November, December, January who has a birthday, that's a great little cute card. And that paper actually coordinates with the punch, and all I did was just took his little hat and fussy cutted it to put a little hat on him, a little stocking cap. So all right, you guys, have a great week. Thank you so much. Bye bye.